here. Chris, what's your name? And take your hand off, please. Okay, once again, for those of you just coming in, please turn off your cell phones, et cetera, et cetera. When we start the questions and answers, please provide your name and media affiliation every time you ask a question, and a reminder that recording this press conference.
Over years, to what extent did that add to the motivation for you guys to put up a bunch of runs?
It didn't add much motivation. I mean, Coach Van Horn's been saying, stay on us. We're all about us past few weeks, and we've just been hot the whole time. It's been working, and we don't think about what they think. We think about what we're doing, what we're thinking, and it's definitely working.
Okay.
Mitch Kutcher, CWS 247. Guys, what does it do for the team when Braden Webb starts with a leadoff triple on the first pitch of the game?
I think you can see it. I mean, that gives a lot of momentum to us, and I think it gives everybody a lot of confidence. Obviously, on the hitting side, I wasn't a part of that, but I can feel the energy in the dugout, and it leads to good things.
Chris?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I mean, that ball was that ball was smoked. I mean, the wind was blowing in. He hit a ball off the wall, lead off. It gets the game going and brings us energy, obviously. So it was huge.
Tom Murphy, Arkansas Democrat Gazette. Connor, Coach Esker said that they haven't been much of a take team all year, and it's hard to change your plan. So you knew that from the scouting report. Go at them, keep it in the zone. And can you talk about the multiple innings with sub-double-digit pitches that helped you last longer today?
I knew they were going to swing the bat. They're an aggressive team. They like to put the ball in play. So, we had the wind blowing in. I get a lot of ground balls normally. So I just stuck to the plan. They were very aggressive and didn't get a lot of two-strike counts. They just put the ball in play, and I let the defense work behind me.
Okay.
Noah Darling,
No.
CWS 247. Chris, your brother Cam was in the building today, but what do you think his reaction to your home run would have been? And can you talk about your relationship with him and how it's helped you grow as a baseball player?
Yeah, he definitely would have gone nuts, but unfortunately he wasn't able to be here. I think he was watching from wherever he was, and he's helped me. There's no words to really how much he's helped me. We talk on the phone every day about what's working, what's not working, and he helps me make adjustments in my swing. He's huge for me. Best brother.
Okay, back here.
Justin Anchory, 103.7 The Buzz. Connor, we've talked a little bit about your last couple performances, and you said you hadn't really changed much. Things are working well. How would you kind of compare and contrast? Because you had another great one today, 7 innings plus, with those last couple outings.
I think it's a lot of the same, just filling up the strike zone. That's the biggest thing. Getting ahead in counts, getting them to take uncomfortable swings. And that's really been the big thing these past 3 weeks. Just get ahead and let my defense work, and it worked today.
Okay, right up here.
Andrew Ellis, hogsports.com. Chris, when you transferred to Arkansas, I'm sure you envisioned playing in games like this and kind of being on this stage. And just what's it like hitting a home run in that spot to kind of put you guys over the top and start the big run ahead?
Yeah, I mean, to play on this stage is it's really why I came here. And to do something like that is awesome. And to win the game is even better. I just want to keep it rolling.
Okay, Dudley.
Dudley Dawson, Hogville.net. Connor, obviously you've been on this mound before. Do you take any comfort in that, or was it just a new day and going out there and pitching?
That was a long time ago, but it definitely helps to be at the park before. Another new day to take on a new team and a new ballpark for this team for this year. So it was a fun opportunity to start us off right.
Jack McGonigal, Mav Radio. So a lot of Razorback fans in the crowd today. How did that energy of the crowd reflect on your guys' performance today? And what's it mean to you that so many Razorbacks showed up to the College World Series once again?
I think we got the best fans in the nation. I mean, we show out well in Omaha, and I think their presence here today was felt. They were loud. I could hear them for sure, so I think the other team could hear them too.
Chris?
Yeah, I mean, at first we were wondering which fans were ours because they're all wearing red, and then when the game started, we sure heard them, so it was awesome. The place was packed.
Thomas?
Yeah, Tom Murphy again. Chris, if I'm right, was there a wicked rendition of Happy Birthday out in the stands?
Yes, there was.
Okay, so what are you going to do tonight to celebrate?
I'm going to get some rest, definitely. I think that's what Coach Van Horn wants us to do, right?
Okay, any more questions for the student athletes? Okay, guys, congratulations. We'll see you Monday night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Remember that the locker rooms are closed. Check with Oliver. Is he in here? No. Oliver, if you have any other, oh, there he is. Any other requests for the Arkansas folks? Now questions for Dave. Okay, right up here. Behind you.
Hey, Coach. Courtney Mims, Pig Trail Nation. I just want to talk about Connor with you. Obviously, his performance in the postseason has been incredible. You know, how has what he's been able to do set the tone for postseason play?
Well, you said it. He set the tone. He sets the tone for the whole weekend. You know, when you get to these tournaments, you got to win at least 3 the first round and 2 the second round, and obviously maybe 5 total here. So for him to pitch like he's pitched in game 1 and give us a chance to rest our guys and feel good about using, you know, our bullpen a couple of times, really from maybe the 6th or 7th inning of his first outing on 3 times in a row. It's been big. And, you know, he wants the ball. He's not going to go out there and blow you away, but he knows how to pitch. And we like it when other teams are hitting it and we're fielding it.
Okay.
Dave, Andrew Hutchinson with hogbeat.com. Is that the best you've seen Connor this season? And also, when he's going out there throwing 7-5 pitches an inning, was there ever thought about maybe letting him try to go the whole distance?
Well, first question, I don't think it's the best I've seen him. He's had maybe a little better stuff a couple of times, but as far as competing, the temperature, the stage we're on, you add all that up, and probably nothing's been better. But just as far as the stuff coming out of his hand, it's been a little better here and there. But I mean, it was really good, and it was pretty much located. And I mean, that's a big, strong, physical team, and you know, it's hard to keep him down.
Hey, Kendall, there it is behind you.
Kendall Rogers, D1 Baseball. DVH, what are you just like seeing differently from this team and just their overall approach the last 3 weeks? And just from your standpoint, have you kind of taken the stance of kind of like hands off almost a little bit with these guys, given the experience?
Well, what I've seen from him is a team that, you know, was disappointed how the regular season ended. And once we got into postseason play, I just felt like the team, they didn't want to fail. And they took a step forward, got over all the negativity, and just said, "Hey, we're gonna fight you to the end, and hopefully it'll go our way." And I mean, offensively, I've seen us hit the ball in the middle of the ball a lot more, hit the advanced runners, move runners around, use the whole field. We had a bunch of backside hits today, sac fly. You know, I mean, we're running a pretty good offense right now, and yeah, I don't know. But as far as hands off, I just try to give them some advice on how to handle everything. You know, whether it's the regional or the super regional or even up here. But as far as, you know, changing anything, not really changed much. Maybe just the way we start our pitchers. You know, other than that, it's same old stuff. We did make an adjustment in the lineup, flipped it, and it's worked.
Okay, Tom?
Hey, Tom Murphy again, ADG. What's it like when the depth of your order is showing up like it has in the postseason, which it wasn't right at the end of the season? The second part, Robert Moore. I think he reached base 5 consecutive at bats. Could you just maybe speak to when he's going, what that does for you?
Yeah, I mean, you know, hitting's really hard, and you know, sometimes you just go through a period where it's not going your way. Other teams pitching well, maybe you're a little tired. I mean, there's a lot of things that play into it, because we don't just play once a week. We play a lot. We play a lot of games. And I've said this before, you know, that maybe just someone who watches baseball a little bit, they don't understand why you get beat by teams you're supposed to beat, or you lose on a Tuesday night because you're not playing all your guys or whatever. It's because we're trying to make sure that we have guys ready to play at this time of year in some cases. What was your second question?
More.
Robert, great day, 3 walks, double, single, and then even his ground out advanced 2 runners with no outs. So it was a very productive at bat. That's what we're trying to do right now. He's hitting in the 6 hole, a switch hitter, hitting after Lanzilli. If we can keep him going, it's big, and you can go on down the lineup a little bit more. That it's a lot of production, but if Robert's going, it really helps us.
Okay, here.
Joe Healy with Baseball America. With guys like Chris and Michael transferring in, older guys, how do you go about kind of doing the evaluation of fit for the program in this specific team, and then what has allowed them to fit in so seamlessly with this group?
You know, the way it all went down with both of those guys, with Lanzilli, number one, Coach Hobbs had been around him for a year when he was coaching at Wake Forest, so we knew what we were getting, and for the most part, as far as makeup, you know. I mean, the baseball, you see it, you can watch video and go watch 100 at-bats or whatever you want to do. With Michael Turner, we did a lot of evaluating of his catching to see if he could catch first, and it was all done on, you know, with the computer, just watching pitches, how would he catch, and we graded him out really high, and he didn't catch all the time. Thought it was a little unusual when we made contact with him. We knew he could hit, and but we needed a guy that could catch as well, and maybe catch more than hit, honestly. And you know, made a few phone calls and did a couple Zoom calls with him and his parents, and you know, he told me, basically, I remember he told me, he said, you just give me a chance. So his people weren't beating his door down to take him, and that was a pretty good move by us taking him.
Okay.
Noah Darling, CWS 247. Coach Musselman was in attendance this afternoon. Can you just kind of speak to the family atmosphere at Arkansas in terms of, it seems like everybody's always supporting each other.
Did he have his uni on? He didn't? Oh, I'm going to have to talk to him about that.
I think he had workout clothes on.
Yeah, figures. Yeah, I feel like our athletic department is it's a fun place to work right now. I mean, sports are winning. I feel like that the coaches all support each other. I mean, you know, I think Hunter's in here, so I'm not going to say too many nice things about him. I think I'm smooching up to him or something. But, I mean, he does a great job. It makes everybody feel, you know, like that they're important and their sport matters. And I really believe that they all do. And it's fun to see football, basketball, soccer, softball. I mean, it could go on, just playing really well and winning. And we've had, I know last year was incredible, and I think this year may be even better, which I didn't think we could ever beat last year, is how many championships that we won. And it starts at the top with Hunter and his staff.
Justin Anchor, 103.7 The Buzz. Coach, your defense has been good all year, but in the postseason, you guys have been making all these incredible low percentage plays that, you know, most of the time don't get made. I'm just curious about the preparation, what you guys do. I mean, and obviously you got some talented guys in there, but it's pretty magical what's happening defensively right now.
Well, we have good players, obviously. The infield has been solid all year. The catcher's solid, center fielder's solid. I mean, the outfield has been good. When we get to it, we catch it. And, you know, you just, at this time of the year, you just don't do too much. You just don't wear them down. We've changed up some things lately as far as our pregame routine. You know, we don't take a lot of ground balls. Some days, if we take ground balls when we hit, we don't take pregame in and out, because why do you need to take pregame in and out? And I talked to the players about it a little bit. You know, today I talked to the infielders and I said, hey, this is what I'd like to do, but tell me if you don't want to do this. I don't want to take all the ground balls before batting practice starts. Let's just take a few. You know, we have a routine that's normally pretty intense, and we didn't do that. I said, but I want to take in and out, and they were all about it. And, you know, so we mix it up a little bit, but I listen to them, you know, because they're the ones playing. It's 95 degrees or whatever. Yeah.
Okay, in the back, this will be, Mitch, this will be our last question.
Mitch Sherman, The Athletic. Dave, last time you saw Stanford, you had not been through the SEC grind, and I know it's oversimplifying to say that was the difference in the two scores, but how much of an impact does that have on your kids, especially your young kids, to have been through that this year and you know, get to this point in the postseason?
I think any coach, I mean, there's a few teams from the SEC West here, and they'll all tell you that going through the league prepares you for anything you're going to run into. It doesn't mean you're going to win, but you've seen it before, whether it's big time lefty with velocity or right-hander with a plus slider. And I mean, you're going to see it. Offenses like Stanford, I mean, they're really good, and they beat us early in the season, and they out-toughed us that day, honestly, and we saw it. It was really cold. I didn't like the way it went. We threw a freshman with a really good arm, and they got all over him, and it didn't go real well. We lost 5-0. It felt like it was 10-0, honestly, and we had to play a game after that in that same temperature, and we found a way to win. But we walked out of there. We limped out of there a little bit, going, "Wow!" And we thought Stanford probably doesn't think we're very good, and because we didn't look very good that day. And today's score got out of hand, and I think Coach Esker he didn't want to say it, but he threw some guys that they wouldn't normally pitch. Those last 3 innings, we scored 10 or 11 runs, so you can take those off the board a little bit. He's trying to, get through this where we may play again. So I have a lot of respect for him and his team, and that was like Chris said, it's all about us right now. We're just trying to stay focused on what we can do and do well, and if we do that, we got a chance to win games here.
Dave, thank you.
Okay.
See you Monday night.
All right. Can I put my hat back on?
Yes, you can, Dave.
See you again.